So here we are, half an hour later. You can see there has been some dramatic changes in what it looks like in the container. It's kind of reminds me a bit of the sort of honeycomb toffee, but I wouldn't recommend eating it. So let's have a look what's in here. So this was the wire that is now looking rather different to what it was when I put it back in. So it's now got a really dark colour, which is quite good. I'm going to pop that to one side. Lovely safety pin. Has got some nice rust on it, and oh, that one's just fallen back in. Go back there. Well, there's another one. You can see, hopefully, I'm going to wipe. I've got my apron on, so I'm okay to wipe my gloves on it. So you can see here it's beginning. Oh, there's two together. That's it. Well, that's rusting quite nicely, although I might put those back in a moment because they could probably do with a little longer. Right, let's see what else we can find. Oh, the washers. Just get a tissue to wipe some of this off a moment. Now, they've got slight rust on them. That side has got more than that side. So I might pop those back in a moment. But you can see that the rusting process is definitely taking place. Now, this was the charm I put in. Now, I'm not sure if it's made a huge amount of difference because it was already sort of brassy, rusty colour, but it was an experiment. What else have we got? Oh, these were the closed jump rings. Now, they to me look like they're not rusted at all, which probably tells me they're more like aluminium, so they're probably not going to rust, but that's okay. This is one of the panel pins, which you can see has developed a nice amount of rust. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, more safety pins. Paper clip. Yeah, bit rusty, but again, I might just pop that one back in a minute. Let's find one of the... Oh yeah, it's another one of... This tells me that these are clearly not the right metal for rusting, but that's okay. That's one of the dressmaking pins. Yeah, starting to go. So basically, although I said, leave it in for half an hour, when you've had a look after the half an hour, if you think, oh, it's not really rusty enough, you could just leave it back in again. That's another smaller washer. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's quite nice and rusty on both sides, I think. Just trying to find some of the... Oh, that's the chain I put in. No, that also tells me that that's clearly not the right metal for rusting because nothing has happened. But that's because I only used a small amount. That's not a problem. So I think I'm going to basically leave everything else in for maybe another half an hour. I find some of the charms. Let's have a look. Oh, these are... Let's get another tissue. You can see why it's the benefit of wearing the gloves, because you wouldn't really want all of this all over your hands. So this, oh, now that's interesting because I thought, oh yes, it had rusted, but actually when I wiped it with the tissue, it's just kind of still shiny on that side, a bit darker on that side, so I might give that another go. So once I've decided that, they've had enough, have a look. Panel pins are definitely working well. They're not going to do anything, I don't think. Once I've decided, oh, there's another heart charm. So once I've decided that everything's been in there long enough, I'm going to take them out and just lay them on a piece of kitchen paper to dry. You can rinse them if you wish, but based on what I did last time, which was not rinse them, I seem to get a better effect when it came to doing the rust dyeing with them. So I hope that's been useful. So this is, if you want to do the rust dyeing alongside me next Wednesday, you will have to have done this in advance, or if you manage to find lots of rusty items in the street, you can use those. Any questions? Don't forget you can always email me. That's just, oh, there we are. There you can see that's what it looks like. Trying to turn the camera off with damp gloves is not going to work, so I'll take the glove off.